Yeah, you shouldn't be there, mate. That's for campervans. People complain about campervans not respecting car park spaces for cars. Our road trip through northern Spain takes a chaotic turn this week. We battle through sideways rain to reach a legendary ancient lighthouse, nearly get blown off what's known as the end of the world, and still end up finding a free castle and a hidden swimming spot you'll definitely want to save for your own adventures. We are going to visit the only Roman lighthouse that is still in use today.
Turn left.
I know.
Oh my god, this was horrible.
Oh my god.
That was scary.
Oh my god. I thought we were going to touch that ceiling. Yes! For campervans!
Why is that car park there?
Yeah, you shouldn't be there, mate. That's for campervans.
I hate driving through big cities.
You did amazing. I was shitting myself when I wasn't even driving. After an eventful drive through Coruña, we have made it to the lighthouse. This is called Hercules Tower, and it's the only Roman lighthouse that is still in use today, and it's like the most iconic symbol of this town. Not that easy to get to it, but we finally made it. Let's go and have a look. This place is so busy. The car park is full. I thought we were gonna be here on our own. Made it to the Hercules Tower. This has to be one of the nicest lighthouses I've ever seen, and it's very impressive because it was built in the 1st century AD, and legend has it that Hercules came to Galicia, fought a giant for 3 days, and after he killed the giant, he built this lighthouse and buried the body of the giant just underneath it. It's such a cool place, definitely worth a visit, but you have to be brave enough to drive through the city. So just under the tower we have this compass looking into the sea, and look at this, we can see the symbol for Galicia, which is this shell that pilgrims use to drink water while they're doing the Camino. Then we have a skull, represents the giant that Hercules killed and buried under this tower. A shamrock for Ireland. We have a flower for Scotland, the Isle of Man, Wales, and also Cornwall with the sun setting. It's a pretty cool place, and the sun is just out. So nice. This corner of the car park is designated for campervans, and we have 1, 2, and 3 cars. It's like them people complain about campervans not respecting car park spaces for cars, but cars are even worse. That's bad. As soon as we got back into the van after the lighthouse, heavens have opened. So we are going to go from a Roman lighthouse to what the Romans thought was the end of the world. So we are going to Fisterra. We found a petrol station at 129. All the ones around here are 144, so when we saw 129 for diesel, we were like, yep. So we're filling it up. It's only gone down a quarter, so the big bus is so easy on diesel. Hopefully it doesn't take too much.
So we have made the stop here at a little campervan area in the middle of God knows where. We're on our way to Fisterra, and this is probably one of the best things that we've done to the van, having our grey water tank and everything underneath the van. So handy. Just come in here, open up the taps, empty out the water. This, as I said, is every video. It's so good to have these here all over Spain. Ireland should really take a leaf out of mainland Europe's book because these are so handy. So before we move on to our park up tonight, this little town that we're in, haven't a clue what it's called.
It's called 𝗦𝗓𝗗𝗢.
What?
This town is called 𝗦𝗓𝗓𝗢.
It has a little castle in it, so before we leave we're just going to park the van up here at this little campervan air, and we're going to walk over to this castle and see what it's like. It's a bad sign when Annie is carrying the umbrella because today has been a lashing rain. Okay, this place is pretty cool. So this place is completely free to enter. It's pretty cool. I just wouldn't fancy sitting on that. So this log right here behind me, well, not this log, but in this town here, it is tradition that on the 21st of December they take a log up onto the hill and they burn it, but they only half burn it, and then the other half is taken back down to the house where it's kept for the remainder of the year, half burnt, and the only time they burn it is if they want to protect the house from evil or protect the house from a storm or anything. So this tradition is kept alive in this little town right here. Would you like to have lived in a castle?
No, I think it'd be very cold. I think there'd always be a draft.
And you live in a 2016 pizza box.
I come from Fergus, I know what a draft is.
I think it'd be better in a castle. It's pretty cool walking around here. Just thinking what life would be like years and years ago. And from up here, we can see an intruder. The big blue bus is trying to come.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be tall here.
Because you're no giant.
No.
I'm 6'2". I can't eat it. 5 foot nothing. Although we don't have the weather, we have this whole entire place to ourselves.
And the umbrella's out, but we're just almost at the van. If you've made it this far into the video, make sure to hit the hype button. Remember, you can only do it from your phone, so if you're watching from a TV, make sure to get your phone out and tap the hype button below. It only takes a second, but it makes a massive difference to the channel. So take your time, we'll wait for you. Done? Okay, let's continue with the video. We've just made it to Fisterra and have parked at the pier. This is our first time parking at a pier in Spain in our 4 years traveling. This is like such an Irish thing. When we're in Ireland, we're always parking at piers, but this is our first time doing that in Spain. And again, Galicia always reminds me of Ireland. So it does make me feel like I'm in Ireland at the moment, especially with the weather. So there's a storm in Spain at the moment. Tomorrow should be the last day of it, thank God. But the lighthouse is just over there, the lighthouse that the Romans thought was the end of the world before America was discovered. So we're gonna give it a miss today, hopefully go there tomorrow, because there's no point, because we're not gonna be able to see anything. It's just covered. We absolutely love life on the road, but between driving, filming, working and exploring, things can get pretty hectic. When we don't have time to cook a proper meal, we can get hungry, and when living in such a small space with someone else, that can be dangerous. And that's when YFood saves the day, and we are delighted to have them as this video's sponsor.
It's a complete meal in a bottle and it keeps us full for 3 to 5 hours, so it's perfect while we're on the move. And the best thing is, they taste absolutely amazing, just like a milkshake. Our favourite flavours are classic choco and mango, but there are so many other flavours to choose from.
And right now, YFood's Black Friday sale is on, but only for a short time, and you can get up to 30% off all products, plus an extra 5% using our code 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Just click the link in the description, but hurry because the sale ends tomorrow, 18th of November, and it's also only while stocks last. Now, let's continue with the video.
It's mad to think that people years ago used to think this year was the end of the world because they didn't realise it went on further before they discovered America. But we were just saying, it's already 8 o'clock and it's dark, which is quite annoying. And we're also noticing we are finding it very hard to wake up in the morning now over here in Galicia, and that's because Spain is actually in the wrong time zone. It should be on the same time zone as Portugal and Ireland and everything, but it's not because of the war and Franco and Hitler and everything. So we just realized this morning that is why we are struggling to get up, because at 9 o'clock it is still dark here in the morning, which is quite annoying. But let's jump back in the van. We didn't make it into the town tonight, we will tomorrow, and we'll see what it's like. But let's jump back in the van and settle down for the night. Good morning, guys. Our day has started with the heavens opened. It is lashing rain in here in Fisterra, and it looks like we're not going to be able to leave the van today. So it looks like we're just going to have to sit tight, weather out this storm. I think this should be the last day of it, and then after that the weather is due to get better. But I don't know how much longer I can take sitting inside a van. Guys, we've got a break in the weather, so we are going to take the chance, walk in, visit this town, see what it's all like. But Annie does have an umbrella because the heavens are likely to open at any stage.
You don't see it coming, and you get soak and soak.
We're just saying, this wall is so high, so the sea must be incredibly rough. We've never seen a wall this high at a pier before.
The Romans thought this was the end of the world, so the sea must be really rough.
They didn't want to fall off it. We really hope that this weather clears up because it's not really fun trying to explore in this misty cold weather, and it's likely to rain at any point. So hopefully in the next couple of days all this clears up and we'll have sun again and we can start exploring properly. If you're coming to 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗢𝗢𝗢, you better like fish because everything is fish around here, and it's not good for me because I'm allergic to it, but if I go in anywhere, probably not going to make it out alive. So just be careful if you do come to 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗢𝗢𝗢.
Here, Shane said the thing.
Just in case.
I'm always ready to stab him in the knee. In
No.
your lap. In your lap, sorry.
So on our walk we stopped off at this little supermarket, got a bite to eat. We're going to head back to the van and have something to eat. There's Annie with a brand new bag.
I have a thing for collecting bags now.
She's just getting old.
I know.
No.
I can never open that door.
I don't know what you do.
I don't know what it is.
So over the last couple of days Annie hasn't been feeling too well, so we haven't really been eating too much or eating too well. So today we are going to cook some bolognese with pasta. It's going to be our first properly cooked meal in a couple of days. Lunch is coming on good. We have the pasta on the boil, the mince is on, everything's ready. Should be ready now in about 5 minutes. Annie, are you hungry?
I am starving.
Okay.
I haven't really ate in 3 days.
Annie hasn't really ate 3 days. I haven't really ate either because there's no point cooking a huge meal just for myself. So we are looking forward to this one. Actually smells so good.
Is it?
Yeah. Dinner is served. I'm pretty impressed with what I was able to come up with inside the van. We have some turkey mince, veg, pasta, the whole lot. This looks pretty good.
So the weather today is all over the place. This is the last day of Storm Benjamin, I think it's called, and so we're just going to go to the lighthouse that the Romans believed was the end of the world, because just sitting in the van all day, time doesn't pass. So let's see if we can see it. We mightn't be able to see it because honestly the weather is just crazy, and if not we'll just have to go back tomorrow. It's only 8 minutes away, so let's go and see if we can see anything. We've made it to the lighthouse of Fisterra, basically the end of the world, and it does feel like it. The weather is really going with the name. So we were thinking that the weather was too bad to come up here, but I think this is the kind of weather you want when you come here, when you come to the end of the world, where Romans thought that if you went a little bit further you just fall off the earth because the earth was flat. So this is the kind of weather you want here.
This place is so windy.
I can't open my eyes. So we're back in the van, and oh my god, that wind. We couldn't talk outside, we could barely move. So this is like a really impressive place just because of its meaning and the fact that people thought it was the end of the world. The views, I'm sure they are nice. We couldn't really see much today because it's just foggy, but we're going back into the town where we know it's sheltered, and tomorrow it's given good weather finally, and we'll be able to explore so many places with some really exciting stops for tomorrow, so I can't wait. So hopefully I'll be 100% tomorrow as well. So let's go down, and I'm sure there'll be space at the pier. Ready, Captain?
Ready as always.
We are parked up at the same pier and the seagulls are mad. All I can see through the skylight are seagulls, and I'm just hoping that the skylight stays see-through and that the solar panels don't lose any bits. So hopefully. I spoke too soon. Yeah, the van is covered. We can look through the skylight.
Hold my ass.
Shouldn't have a sore back, remember?
No, I can't see anything.
Yeah, let's check through the skylight. Good morning, guys. The storm is finally over and the skies are starting to turn blue. So our first stop of the day is a really cool place that Shane has found. It's like a waterfall in the middle of a forest. It's meant to be a short hike. The only thing is there's no parking, you have to park by the road. So let's see where we can park the big blue bus. But I'm just so happy that the storm is over. Another reason why I'm so glad the storm is over is because we are starting to run low in power. So we are plugging our old powers into the solar panel we have up in the roof, but for some reason we're not getting that much. I think it's because maybe the sun is still going up, but Shane is going to check if the seagulls have covered the solar panel. Slow down because it's gonna be here. I don't know where you park.
Loads of people go to it, so...
Where do they park? Attempt number 2 of getting parked to see this. What is it?
What's up?
Yeah, but what do you call it in English? A pool.
So as we said when we were pulling up here, parking is a little bit tight. You have to park alongside the road and walk to it. So if you are coming, just be mindful of that. Apparently can't run.
I'm still sick. Better, but
not great.
no.
So seemingly it's only like a 10-minute walk. Oh my god. Seemingly it's only a 10-minute walk down this path, but then you have to veer off until you find the pools. So fingers crossed we can find them. I can hear a waterfall.
Yeah.
Now we don't know if we go left or right.
I'd say I go down the way. No?
But I hear water that way.
I hear water this way.
So let's go that way. This place is lovely, but I expect this water to be absolutely freezing.
Yes, oh yeah, that's for sure. I just don't know where we're gonna find this. This is very confusing.
It's getting a bit confusing here. We can't find the pools. I think we have found the pools. It's going to be absolutely freezing.
We have finally made it to the natural pools. It wasn't easy, but finally found them. Shane is going to get in. I'm gonna give it a miss. I'm gonna watch him from up here. But this place is lovely. Even if you come around this time of the year and you don't get in, it's worth just walking around here. This forest is so beautiful.
You're going to get in here first. I thought it was going to be worse.
Yeah? While Shane is in the freezing cold water, I'm just here warming up his towel.
Whew. This place is absolutely beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Woo! So that was the best swim of my life.
Wow.
So cold, so refreshing. So let's make it back to the van and keep traveling on forward. So it turns out it's only probably 10-15 minute hike from the van to the waterfall. So we're almost back. We have made it out of the forest and we're almost back at the van. I will leave the what 3 words for this place. You can go check it out. It's absolutely incredible. Such a nice spot. And that's the good thing about doing van life up here around October, November time, is that there is no crowds, nobody about. We had that whole entire forest for ourselves. So good and refreshing. Now let's get back to the van and head on to the next spot. Where are we going next? We have no idea where we're going. We're just going to drive and find something cool like this. Not 1, but 2 Mercadona burgers.
I'm gonna fix my hair in the van. So this here is our new addition to the van build. Oh my god, look at that! This place, it feels like paradise.